Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like this content, click the thumbs up button and help me out. I'm gonna look at the comment section, and one of the questions is, I would like to get your input on how demographics affect the economy and the stock market. Reading Harry Dent's thesis opened up my eyes on how economic cycles are affected by demographic trends. However, other factors can supersede those trends. We're at a low point in 2021 in demographic spending, so I wonder what could prevent this cycle from progressing in terms of risks. Well, demographics, they affect long-term interest rates. So that's one thing they affect. It affects a lot of things. So demographics really affects everything. So it affects long-term interest rates. It affects real estate and the price of real estate. It affects basically the inflation, deflation of that economy. And when demographics decline, think of Japan, their real estate's declined, their stock market's declined, their interest rates have been declining. Everything declines based off of the demographics of that country. And you could almost say that their currency will fail. Because in deflation, your currency doesn't work. The debt kind of just piles up and there's no way to pay it back. And the way that these currencies are designed is to infinitely expand them. That's the only way they can survive. Then they either peter out at the end through a hyperinflation or through a deflationary bust, where the debts cannot be repaid, or they take action where they just print a bunch of money to pay the debts off. That's kind of the end game. So demographics is what drives growth. When you hit certain stages in your life, when you have kids, when you are in your 30s or 40s, your spending profile changes throughout your age. And the demographics, if it's larger and larger populations, at the base the youngest, we'll call it people who are not very old. If you have a larger and larger base, you have some base to grow off of. If you have a very large demographic or a generation that's larger than the one after it, that generation will come through years-wise, come through life, and you'll see the spending profile match the growth of the economy of that country. So demographics basically runs everything. So, I mean, that's I don't have much more to say beyond really that. But that is a main driver of basically all of it. And what's going to be funky is some of these countries who don't have the demographics to support their currencies, I don't know what they're going to do with their currency. Now, if you have problems with your currency, I mean, where are you going to run to? And it's going to be precious metals, because that's what humans have selected as real money throughout history for thousands of years. And they've done so it's not like groups of people talk to each other to get this to work. It was people who didn't talk to each other that all came up with gold and silver as money, precious metals. So I think what's going to happen is, if something happens worldwide, if these currencies start going to crap, everyone in the world's going to run after something. They're going to run after real estate, they're going to run after precious metals. All that wealth is going to get transferred to precious metals, real estate, and what other assets there really are out there that preserve wealth. And art, really. I mean, that's the only thing left. Businesses all go to zero, bonds all go to zero, currencies all go to zero. So you can't really store wealth there. So yeah, demographics, it is the driver of everything. Right now, the millennial demographic is driving our real estate higher, and we've got a problem in real estate in the mid to late 2000s where it screwed up our housing starts. So this is a twofold whammy. And that's where your inflation is going to come from. So if you guys like this content, click the thumbs up button. If you guys haven't subscribed and you like making money, subscribe to the channel, join this community. It is for you if you want to make money. Thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.